Okay, so I talked about rhetorical questions. Rhetorical questions are those questions which you do not need an answer from the audience, but you want them to think about those. Okay, you are putting them in a thinking mode, and this is a very, very useful device to start a very engaging and attention grabbing intro paragraph, and you can use it in the middle of your essay anywhere, in middle of your article anywhere, wherever you want to reinforce your point. Okay, so starting with number one, that is related to traveling. Why stick to our backyard when there's a whole world out there to explore, learn, and grow from? Here, this question is clearly telling your bent of mind that is tilted to traveling to the other countries, isn't it? Okay, so your stance is very clear over here. Number two, ever wondered what we are missing by playing it safe and not venturing beyond our comfort zones? Again, this is clearly hinting that you are going to talk about traveling to the other countries. Is it time to break free from the familiar and embrace the thrill of discovering new cultures, perspectives, and experiences? What if the key to unlocking our true potential lies in stepping outside our own borders and immersing ourselves in the beauty of foreign lands? All of these rhetorical questions are carefully designed because they are designed by me. And after reading both of the text, what was my evaluation that a person should be exploring, going to the other countries. Okay, they should be crossing the borders, they should be meeting the new people. Okay, that is what I agree with. So that is why the rhetorical questions which I have framed, okay, are clearly linking back, giving insight to my reader about my own perspective that I have built up after reading both of the text. My most favorite, irony. Irony is what? When you say something and you mean otherwise. You mean completely opposite of it. Okay, it's a very, very effective literary device to use in your articles and to make your point come across in a light-hearted, humorous way. So the first one goes like this: while jet setting across the globe, exploring exotic cultures and cuisines, I realized I didn't even know the name of my next door neighbor. Now, what it is actually saying that we are ignorant of our own locality, and then we are proposing to go and travel to the other countries. So here, the writer's viewpoint is what that we should be focusing on our country first. Okay, he is making an ironical statement over those who want to explore the other countries and they even do not know the basic geography of their own country, right? Okay, so you can come up with that. It will be appreciated by the examiner so much. Now, number two, while some individuals adamantly oppose the notion of exploring foreign lands, valuing instead the unexplored marvels of their immediate surroundings, their unwavering commitment to local wonders deserves recognition. Now, this sentence, when you read it, okay, and you see what is actually it is saying behind the lines, it is that he is actually being sarcastic, to the people who actually, what do they oppose the international traveling. So come up with the ironical statements. They are so sometimes they are very humorous, okay, and they will create your own style. Okay, so do use them, try them, practice them. You can use them. Practice is the key. Okay, practice can make anyone perfect. So, children, we are living in this global world, and the importance of internet cannot be undermined, cannot be override in making this world globalized. So, when it comes to this internet and this, the social media gadgets and whatever you use, especially the Gen Z, whatever you are using, you can use it for your educational benefit also. So, when you want to read, it's not necessary if you do not enjoy the paper books. Okay, you can go and have the subscriptions of the online magazines which are free. You do not have to pay for it, and you can be reading. phenomenal articles, phenomenal news, okay, written in the latest trendy styles, having rich language, and I have shared all those magazines and all those ways which you can use to improve your language fluency, like say Vogue, Gardening, and Guardian. These are the online magazines which are free and you can read them online. When you are using the Instagram, okay, so why don't you read the Instagram reports? Why don't you follow the pages which are giving the reports on the natural disasters or on the current affairs or on the politics? You should read them. You got it. Okay, you are using Instagram, there is nothing wrong in it. You are using Facebook, there is nothing wrong in it. Okay, but use for your maximum benefit. Sometimes when you are using it for leisure, so keep some time to use it for educational purposes also. Moreover, you can use newspaper to read, and if you think that it is something that was done by the millennial, okay, or by the boomers, and it's quite oldies, so then go for the things which are very recent, which are trendy. And when it comes to learning, and especially a language is free fair, okay. Language is not restricted to the manual that comes in the form of your book. It is not restricted to that, okay. Language is everywhere, language is around you, and with this internet world it is all the more reachable and accessible, so use it for your benefit. When you are watching a movie on Netflix, just give a conscious attention how the dialogues are being spoken, what are the words they are using, okay, what are their accents, and what are their dialects that they are using, how they are bringing humor, how they are characterizing the important characters, and how they are building up the settings, and how they are linking each and everything to create a cohesive whole. This will all give you a very impactful indirect learning that will be helpful in attaining language accuracy also and language fluency also. This is a sure bet to say that if you are reading these kind of things, and if you are watching this type of content, okay, that is helpful, that is healthy to your mind, you will be acing on your language paper. This thing will come naturally to you. Use these resources. I use them. I, being a millennial, I use them. So why not you? You are Gen Z, and what you will teach to your Gen Alpha, isn't it? You have to be an example, a role model for them. Okay, so please use these gadgets, but for the educational use also. You play PUBG, you play, do whatever, okay, but do it in the way that it enhances your critical thinking, your problem thinking. It makes you, uh, actively conscious of what is going in your mind, right? So this is a piece of advice from your teacher, and with this I take your leave now. Stay tuned to my channel, because one thing I can say as a very safe bet, that you will learn something from me. The time will not be wasted. Thank you.